Hello everyone, welcome to Low Budget Otaku, and today I'm here to talk to you about my experiences in Iberanime Lisbon 2017. Now, it was a big improvement in terms of the organization in some points over 2016, but there were some problems too. Overall, I did have a great time. I went with some friends that I met last year, and I went with my cosplay as Dante in the Saturday, and Gintoki from Gintama in Sunday. My Dante was from Devil May Cry 4, by the way. And we had a great time, it was fun to hang out with them again because I see them like 2 times a year or something like that when we come to conventions. They're always really fun to hang out with. They were really cool people. But let's talk a little bit about the convention itself. Now, they improved the space a bit because Meo Arena is not the best place to hold this convention, but they make do with it the best they can, and they improved a lot of things like the place where you leave your bags. Instead of being in the hallway, in the main hallway that you pass to go everywhere, you had huge queues last year. It became upstairs, completely separate from everything else. That was a big improvement. It helped circulation of people. Big up. Another thing that they improved was the stairs that went down to the stores. They, instead of being the stairs of the main hallway where you were seated, they're very narrow and you have huge queues there. It became the stairs of a little bit in the end of the hallways, a bit from outside. And they were big stairs, so there were no problems there. Another thing that they improved is that last year stores and the gaming part shared the same space, and the gaming part was taking a lot of space from the stores. And like, this is an anime convention, not a gaming convention, and a lot of people were pissed because they were taking away the spotlight from anime, and it's called Iberanime, not Ibergaming. So what they did was that they took like an extra space from the Meo Arena and put that just for gaming, and then gave more space left for stores and anime things. That was a big improvement, helped a lot circulation of people. Great job in that, you guys. I think the gaming part had like a new name, like a different name. It was connected, but they kind of tried to separate in two things separate. So you have the ticket for the Iberanime, and you could pay like, I think it was €1 more. You had like also the ticket to go into that place, and that was nice. I liked that because they did the gaming stuff still to try to pull the gaming people in without compromising the main theme of the convention. So that was okay. Also, they improved the guests, I think. Like, Reika was a great cosplayer guest last year. She's very known and she does amazing cosplay. But this year they got like American girl that I don't remember the name right now. Maybe I'll leave it in the description. And she was as good as Reika, I think. I think one thing that she missed was like Reika did like some workshops. I don't know. I went to like something that was a workshop. She didn't teach us how to do nothing. She was just being interviewed and talking about the experience. It didn't seem like the same thing because Reika did workshops of how to, for example, do your wigs, and that was nice. It was better than this year, but overall it was not that different. Didn't lose that much. Where they won a lot was they got Neko-chan that did the voice for Reborn from Hitman Reborn, and she was so funny. Such a great talk that they had with her. Everybody loved her, everybody was laughing because she's so cute, so kawaii, so fluffy.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die! He's so fluffy!
Yeah, she was great. And you were watching her and hearing her, she really sounded like Reborn. And then
リボン発行今のママンが作ってくれたケーキだ もちゃん、ちょっとケーキ大好きなのわ。爆弾入りだけどな。手榴弾の瓶？
And the big improvement was the concept. You know, Joe, like last year they had blasted mechanism. Like I like blasted mechanism, but they are not an anime band. They're not like an international band. And this year they got Inoue Joe, the guy that made Closer, the opening song from Naruto. And that was great. That was a big improvement. The concert was amazing. It was very funny guy. He knew how to speak Brazilian, like he thought he was speaking Portuguese because maybe he doesn't understand like the difference, but it was okay. It was okay. It was very funny. It was very interactive with the public. He was filming as well. He was singing. You could see that he was having a lot of fun. It's really nice to have like a concert like that because it really improves it. They can keep getting these Japanese opening guys. It would be amazing. Overall, those things were vastly improved. But then there was some things that were really not great. They were censoring skits for the cosplay contest. So a lot of people that work on the skits, that put a lot of work in their cosplays, could not perform because they were censored because they were not family friendly. We have to be family friendly. I hate that word. I hate that word a lot. And we don't care. Anime is not family friendly, by the way. Most anime are mostly for teens and for adults. Like it's primetime TV in Japan, and you need to understand that. So you have options here. And the best thing that I can see you, if you want to keep bringing children and families, and to avoid things like this, censoring people, the option that you have is when it's time for the contest, the people entering the balcony to see it, you have like a billboard there saying it may contain mature content including sexual content, violent content, bad language, things like that, like a warning like that. And like have a volunteer there. If children are trying to enter, you tell them you cannot enter without your parents. And when the parents go with the kids, you need to explain this can have mature content. So you're warned. If you take responsibility, you can enter with your child, because a lot of the fear is that parents will get so triggered that their children are exposed to mature content, they will sue them. But you shouldn't care about that. So please fix this. I don't care. You want to appeal to the whole family, you can. The entire convention is open. But don't censor the contest. Don't censor the contest and don't censor the cosplayers. Because this was also a bit hypocrite, because then you had cosplayers almost naked in there. And I don't mind. I like that a lot. I think that's one of the beautiful parts of the cosplayers, is everybody can release their sexy side without worrying about, how society sees them. I think that's a beautiful thing. But you need to be consistent. You need to understand that censorship was okay before 25th of April. Not now. In our times, this bullshit should not happen. Then the other thing was the security guards taking props away from cosplayers. Normal props from the character, completely normal props like a wooden sword. Why the hell? Like, the sword is from the character. Why the hell are you taking the prop away from the cosplayer? That's ridiculous. Do you think you are going to start eating each other with the props? That's ridiculous. I can understand you have to trick people for weapons and people like that. Weapons, real weapons. Now, it's not a wooden sword, that you can see that was molded for the character. It's going to do that. If you're so worried about security reasons, have more security guards inside the building. Then if something bad happens, they can stop it. Because I can understand, of course, knives and things that really cut. That's okay. That's what you to be looking after. It's not like a wooden sword made from poor wood that is going to be really the problem. Fuck, I can do more damage with a fucking pencil.
I once saw him kill 3 men in a bar. With a pencil. With a fucking pencil.
Than a wooden sword. Stop it. Stop it. You need to stop this. And Comic-Con, don't fucking do this. I think people should get together, talk with the Portuguese Anime Association, do a petition against these practices, both the censorship and the taking away of props. Another small little detail that I didn't like that much was, of course, that there were less stores than at least Comic-Con. I don't remember if Iberanime last year also had more stores. I think so, but I'm not sure. And the problem is that there are very few very reliable stores. Most stores look like fair stores, buying knockoffs of products from not really official things. And I don't mind that. At least I wouldn't mind it if they were like priced right. But a lot of times you see bootlegs being sold at full price like they were originals. And that pisses me off because I don't mind buying bootlegs, but I buy them at 1/4 of the price of the original. But if you're trying to sell me a bootleg with the price of an original, I will be pissed. From the stores that I saw there, very few I trusted. One that I would of course recommend and I trust is Hypertoys, and I bought some little babies from there. My 2 babies that I bought from them, yes, they are Gundams. Going to have a lot of fun with them, and they were not very expensive. It's a real grade and I grade, so I'm going to have some fun with these 2. And yeah, so Hypertoys I trust. They have a lot of great stuff, and they are very enthusiastic about Gumball and things like that, and they're very honest people. Like one time I wanted to buy a Gurren Lagann figure, and I didn't sold it, and the guy told me aside when I could buy it. Like he could have, if he was a dishonest person, he could have tried to buy it for the store and then sold it at a higher price. And instead he told me, but you can look at this store and you can buy here, they have great prices, things like that. So I like buying things there exactly because I trust them as people, and I trust that their products are original. And I do advise Hypertoys, buy there. It was a great convention for the company, for people to find other cosplayers, to do photo shoots, great concert, great interviews, better space than last time. Just these 3 things need to be fixed. Fix them, because if these things are not fixed for Oporto, I may not go to Oporto. For Iberanime Oporto, I may skip it if you don't fix these things. And the Comic-Con, also look out, because this is very bad when you have censoring cosplayers and you have props being taken away for no legit reason. This will piss people off. If you went to Iberanime or Lisbon, tell me about it in the comment section below. If you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, tell me if you're, of course not Portuguese, what conventions do you go to? Would you get pissed with these things happening? Does these things happen in your conventions too? See you guys next time. Peace.